Takes a very small amount of time anyway. Might as well, kind of while we're chilling here. Maybe raise the game audio. Actually, you probably can't hear anything right now. Oh, wait, there we go. Now you can hear things. There's not much music then in this particular map, which is fine. You know, they don't have to all be soaring orchestral themes. They can be pretty chill. It's perfectly fine, although it's probably less chill and more like eerie, menacing, weird, creepy times, given that we're in like the residential district. Because that's where we are in this game tonight. We're in this like we're rooting around the residential area in the various groves. We've already taken like a little bit of a look at the executive areas, but this is, I think, more like this is more like the peeps. This is more like the standard peeps, not the fancy peeps. Like the dungeon, I'll know it. Yeah, Cal and I, yeah, when you were doing the dungeon you were working on the other day sounded terrifying because it sounded like it would take me hours to complete. And I don't know, to be perfectly honest, I don't think I would get much enjoyment out of something that would take hours to complete in the Zelda Maker game we played in Questmaster. It seems like that game works well when you get something that takes like maybe 30-40 minutes at most. As obviously Mario Maker, you know, Mario Maker, those levels are ideally fairly short. Zelda Maker, Questmaster, what do you want, you know, whatever you want to call that kind of subgenre, obviously shouldn't go quite that fast. Obviously, you know, a Zelda dungeon experience is usually a little bit more involved. But yeah, I wouldn't want it to take hours because my little pea brain only has so many brain cells to utilize at a given moment. We got Aleph in the house. We got Elgato in the house. What's going on, friends? Hope everyone is doing well. Let's continue with more System Shock. How's that sound? Picking up with more System Shock where we left off last time. And here we go, kind of getting my bearings here. You know, we played a couple other games over the past couple nights. So I have to, like, you know, get my bearings and be back into, like, old school gaming times. Old school gaming times. Yeah, this is the Delta Grove. And I think the Gamma Grove was the one from last time. Kellen Ice is making things unnecessarily. See, I don't think I would enjoy that. Like I said, I like a reasonable amount of challenge, but yeah, if it's unnecessarily difficult, ooh, you might lose me. You might lose me. So it may not be for me, but that's okay. Yeah, it doesn't have to all be about me. I do not suffer from anime protagonist syndrome, where it's like, oh, if it's not about me, then I'm gonna be mad. If the world doesn't fit itself to my design, I will take it personally. So we can go to, yeah, G4, C4. I feel like I kind of want to explore a little bit more of this floor. Explore more of the floor that we're currently on before I start, like, bouncing around to other areas. Although, you know what? I should take a page out of my own book. I'm gonna say, yeah, Delta Elevator. I'll just do that. Yeah, so I feel like I should be making more notes every so often. And I think this one was Gamma. I'm gonna go back there and double check in a little bit. But I think that one was Gamma. In fact, there might even be a little thing that points us to, like, which one is which. Yes, and then your opinions are wrong. That's the way it works. I think there's, okay, no, I think there are dudes over there. And I guess I've been in here before. The map is illuminated. Oh, is this where we saw? Is this where, like, the room was cut into? Yeah. Yeah, we've been in that room. It's weird because it doesn't show up on the map. I mean, it shows up, but it doesn't, like... Yeah, there we go. On the map, it's, like, not all filled in, I guess, because I didn't get close enough to the walls. Yeah, because this is the weird teleconference room. Did I turn this on? Oh, that's just the lights. Okay. Yes, this is the teleconference room. I don't know if I need to... You know what? Sure, I'll make a note of it on the map. I'll say auditorium. Auditorium. There we go. And there, of course, there is one... There is one camera that is on the map, but we actually can't reach it yet. There's a force field protecting it, which is a weird thing to, like, want to go out of your way to protect. But I mean, hey man, I don't like manufacture force field condoms for security cameras for a living. So heck do I know, right? Yeah, this guy right here. They got the force field condom on this guy. So I cannot impregnate it, and it cannot impregnate me. No one's getting pregnant tonight. I'm as sad about it as you are. So this is where we started, actually. So I'll note this as the starting or main elevator. Now, that being said, there is like a little hallway area that I think I like started down but got scared. I got nervous when I saw that it like just kept going. It just kept going, and then there was a door and I got scared. I was nervous and I was very upsetty spaghetti, and I decided to run away. But not running away today, my friends. Now we're jumping on in. This is Alpha Grove. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. We got Farsight in the house, by the way. Farsight, are you upset that I cannot impregnate you and that you cannot impregnate me tonight? As if so, man, I am sorry to be the one to bear the bad news. I'm sorry to be the one to bear bad news that I cannot bear your children to term. G1. Okay, so that's our second elevator that is actually functioning. The other one was not working. The first one we saw. Alpha elevator. There we go. And that one's, yeah, all the jettisons are busted. And I think we're gonna need those. I think the idea is we're gonna, like, find the virus incubators and fucking launch them into space. I think that's the basic idea of what we're doing here. Yeah, I think we've already read that when this talks about the basic, amenities of this fine establishment. This is a door. Oh. I'm gonna mark that on the map. In fact, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see like a little indentation on the map, but I'll make a special note so I can definitely see it. Farsight said those are the exact reasons I'm upsetty spaghetti, Alex. I know you too well, Farsight. I read you like a fiddle. I played you like a book. Alright, yeah, I do want to see what this one is. Oh, I never went this way, did I? I saw the decapitated head that said die written on the floor, and I said, eh. I said to myself, I don't know if I need that kind of negativity in my life. Maybe I'll hold off on going through this door. Admin access. So I'll note that as saying admin access. Or people whose names that are Adam are allowed, and they and only they are allowed. Yeah, we went through this. Well, actually, there's no, like, doors here. It does say duct. Can't use duct. I mean, for a game like this, I could sort of see myself using ducts, like crawling through them, that kind of thing. But, oops, wrong button. But yeah, not those kinds of ducts, I suppose. I remember that little area we're going to. That would be a dead end here. But I did want to see. Oops. I did want to see what was out this way, because I think there is. Yes, this is Gamma, and I think didn't they say that this elevator just doesn't work?
Gamma Grove already
jettisoned. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and note this is Gamma elevator. I'll just say, can I say N/A? There we go. Not available. I know it's not applicable. It's the usual. It's the usual. Whoops. Abbreviation there. All right. So the only one I'm not quite sure about this is the secret elevator. Is this one here? It's some kind of elevator, as evident by that little square. So I'll go ahead and see what that one is. Obviously, I've been to it. I've visited it before, but I didn't think to mark it on the map. I will change that post haste, so I can kind of have like a general idea of what everything is going to entail. Fatigue levels high. Oh. This is the admin elevator, I think, which goes to 5 and 6. So I'll say elevator 5 and 6. We're on floor 6 right now. This would take us down to the admin areas of floor 5, which we've already seen before. This, however, is something new. So I'm gonna save this. Oh boy! I'm just gonna go for a melee. just kind of had to fling myself at them. I mean, I guess I could have reloaded the save and, like, you know, gone for a more elegant solution. Or I could just fucking fling myself at the baddies and hope for the best. I opted for the latter. Now we're seeing the outdoor grove areas, like they were saying, like the nature-y inspired areas that are so soothing and so calming. Do you feel, by looking at these sprites of trees and shrubs and the corpses of mutilated cyber mutants, do you feel like put at ease? Do you feel put at ease and relaxed just by virtue of seeing this nice nature-y spot? I know I do. The dead cyber mutant leaking fluids onto the floor really brings the whole area together. Thank you. Okay, those things do quite a lot of damage. Do I just want to accept that I'll get hit once? Because it seems like if I get hit once, I can take it. But like if I try to do like ranged attacks, sometimes they pull some shenanigans on me. I'm gonna do a quick heal. And I'm just gonna run Leroy Jenkins style. Here we go. Alright, so he might have shot me twice, but that's okay. A lot of dead bodies. A lot of dead bodies really adds to more of the kind of feng shui, like you were saying. It's very calming, exactly. Oops. Okay, the lights were already on. I think that's like an access card right there. That might be admin access, or Adam access. For people whose names are Adam only and exclusively. That's exactly what that is. I'm now an honorary Adam. I've never felt more honored. Another flechette gun. Actually, I'm gonna see if there's anything in it. There is not. When push comes to shove, if I see another really cool gun that sounds dope, I'm probably gonna drop the riot gun just because seems like that's the thing that I am least excited to use when push comes to shove. Like that. Nice looking fella here. Aaron. We knew him well. Check that data reader. If we're gonna get an updated version of the data reader at some point. This is floor 6.
Diego just left. He sold us out. I can already hear the cyborgs on their way. The dining hall's a dead end. I only hope Bianca made it out of the trap. If anyone can make it up there and use the chip, it's her. I only hope we're still holding when these doors go down. That Cyberjack is Shodan's Achilles heel.
So, some kind of chipset that contains a program that will lower the defenses to the central room where the Cyberjack to Shodan is located. Sounds like that's going to be our key then. For us, that is, as the person with the really cool Cyberjack that will allow us to outmaneuver Shodan and save the day. Security report. Residential level, which is this floor here. So yes, rioting. Security team was dispatched 12 hours ago, but met with an unexpectedly strong resistance from the rioters. Mob had broken into weapons lockers and armed themselves. Already engaged in skirmishes against oddly formed beings. Yeah, the mutants, of course. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way, Kel and I. Thank you for that. I could definitely use more hydration stations in my life. Biolab fiasco 2 weeks. Yes. Yeah, the Biolab leaks that allowed this super mutant virus to crop out and coincide unpleasantly with you know, Shodan doing the whole locking down the security areas and turning the robots against everybody. I mean, it was a here we go. It was a multi-faceted attack on her part. Oh boy, I need to heal. Although, I don't know if there's really much reason to focus at least. Oh, I guess we do have the admin floor, so there is some combat ahead of us. I'm thinking, like, there's probably not a whole lot of reason to spend a ton of resources to make ourselves super healthy. I guess I could have used the first aid kits, but yeah, being super healthy for this floor. There's not a lot of this floor left, but so might as well.
Cyborg conversion cancelled. Standard station restoration procedures online.
Okay, so now we'll respawn here when we die, which is nice. So that's a nice convenience. Also, a bunch of first aid kits, and actually, I guess I should have just used one of those. But anyway, just to complete the thought, yeah, so Shodan's whole assault on the people here was multifaceted. Because, yes, she did the whole thing where she took over all the robots and turned them evil. And then also very intensely unleashed this human mutating virus and like caused it to leak out intentionally, so it caused as much trouble as possible. And then yeah, like changed all the security codes so people couldn't get anywhere on the ship, couldn't get to their munitions, that kind of thing. And then also primed the mining laser to blow up Earth. So she did a really, say what you will about Shodan, but she was an efficient nightmarish AI. Efficient and multifaceted in her approach to trying to end humanity. So, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due, I suppose. Alright, so let's go ahead. Actually, I guess I don't have to save. Because if I die, when I die, I'll just respawn at that other spot free of charge. Which is good, because I did take a lot of damage. Yes, I'll just respawn there. With the same amount of health. Continues to be something I gleefully utilize. I gleefully exploit for my own selfish gain. This is not the right way. Hold on. Where's the admin one? Hold on. Up. Down this way. I think it's this door. Yes. So I killed a bunch of guys. I actually didn't see what was left. Oh! There's a fella up here. Not anymore. Now, I'm getting fairly low on the juice. The juice, which is to say... just energy for the melee weapon. And if I run out, it's not the end of the world, but... I mean, I've got a lot of batteries. So if I absolutely need to, I could recharge myself. I'll see if I can find another way to get myself all plugged-inified. I mean, Lord knows I'm definitely not, like, struggling for ammunition based on all the stuff I continue to find. So we're not exactly struggling for resources. And this is actually pretty nifty, so I guess this is a kind of a nexus where we can get to all 4 groves from a pretty convenient little central area, which is nice. In fact, this might even connect to areas that I'll recognize, because there were some locked doors. So let's check Alpha first. See, like the panels and the walls are all messed up and fucked up. Broken beyond repair. All right, I'll specify that. Yeah, this is broke with the B emoji. Broke as a joke. And then Delta's where he came from. Because of our Adam access, because our name is Adam, apparently. And is this door broke as a joke? As a joke indeed. Alright, so what the hell is the point of all this? Beta, come on, you gotta have something for me, Beta. So there was a battery thing that I just passed. I got the bloodlust, so I had to go kill something. There we go, I got the energy respawnation. Just a nick of time. Data reader, level 6, and Kofex.
Yesterday, Shodan shut down Beta Grove. No reason. At first, the thing resisted all of our usual overrides. Then the circuits revealed a security switch. It's in Diego's old room, on Beta Quad. I bet we could also open it from cyberspace. Wait a minute. Oh my god. What the hell is that? Oh,
That's probably the Cortex Reaver. The noises it was making sounded pretty similar, if I had to guess. And we've already fought one of those things, and it was, I mean, let's be real, if not for the ability to respawn for freezies, it would have been an awful fight. We did okay, all things considered. Oh, I was gonna say, that's a super mutant. We've only fought one of those before. Yeah, virus mutant, rather. Same thing. Fucking blasted this fool. Just had a little, whoops. I didn't mean to fucking splatter him, but yes, had just a spark beam on his person. Well, now there's no dead person, no dead body to mourn, I guess. Oh, and Shodan left us a note.
Cyborg 82N. In response to recent regrettable incidents, I have altered the sequence necessary to jettison Groves. One must now enable the jettisoning of all 3 of the remaining Groves
before any single one can be launched.
To jettison a single Grove, one must do 3 things. 1. Hit the jettison enable switch inside all 3 Groves. 2. Activate Master Jettison Enable and Gamma Quadrant. 3. Pull Jettison Lever
in a specific Grove lounge
to launch that Grove.
So, I'm pretty sure the levers are all busted. I think that's what we saw, so... I'm still gonna, like, make note of that. But yeah, I think the idea is, I guess I should probably save too, is that we might like to try to find elsewhere some other option. Oh, actually.
Master Jettison Enable not.
Okay, because yeah, I saw there was like, because a bunch of the other ones, their switches were busted.
Warning. Dangerous biocontaminant detected. Do not enter without protective suit.
Okay. Well, regardless, I'll note this as Beta Grove. Or I'll just say Beta Elevator. And that this jettison switch is activatable. I know that my notes are getting a little bit busy here. They're kind of like all overlapping on themselves when we look at this zoomed out part of the map. But they are important to note. Yeah, Beta Jettison is activatable once we get the Master Jettison enabled.
Not activated.
And then of course we need something to jettison, which is going to be the some kind of like incubating virus. So we're not done here, obviously. Whoops. It watches you rise. I was thinking of like Sigma grind set, rise up and get this bread gamers elevator. That's what I was thinking of. Like if we're going down the like the Greek alphabet. Yeah, I was thinking like Sigma grind set elevator specifically. So let's see. So yeah, we need to go back down the admin access area. Yeah, I think I know where I got confused earlier because I went down. I want to go this one. There we go. Yeah. There was a very strange, speaking of like Sigma grind set, let's rise up and get this bread gamers. There's this very bizarre series of videos that I stumbled upon. Do you guys remember the, actually for that matter, I'm trying to remember, All Gas No Brakes. I was trying to remember like the original, like the old name for the YouTube channel. The All Gas No Brakes guys. If you follow that YouTube channel and just their social media stuff, you would be forgiven for being like, man, they fucking dropped off, what the hell? Well, it turns out that their production company kind of like basically screwed them. Out of like their like rights to their channel basically. So the dudes that ran that channel are no longer associated with it because like the people that made the content got like written out of the contract basically. So, oh god, nice shining bright lights. Nice flickering lights, nice and not obnoxious at all. But yeah, anyway, Arctic knows about the All Gas No Brakes guy. All Gas No Brakes guys. But anyway, so on the one hand, it's a bummer that they got screwed out of like being. Oh, can't use painting. Can I destroy it? This room sucks. This room kind of hurts my eyeballs a little bit. So on the one hand, the All Gas No Brakes stuff is, pretty much dead. But the good news is that they were able to continue on with a different project that is now called Channel 5. And I haven't like kept up with their YouTube stuff as often, but every once in a while they might post a clip to Instagram. And I saw one of this like extremely sweaty guy talking about how like he's so excited to get to work and get ace and like get into that grind set. Get like let's get this bread, gamers, that kind of shit. And he kept saying like, yeah, bro, when I get into work mode, I'm locked in. When I get into work mode, I'm locked in. I'm ready to go. I got my boys here. We're locked in. We're gonna do it. Yo, our work's so fucking important. We're locked in. He kept like that was his phrase. We're locked in. Like he would just keep saying it, and he was like so excited and so at it, and also like uncomfortably glistened in sweat. And then at the end of the video, it's like, all right, so we do these Excel spreadsheets. I got my Excel spreadsheets. I'm locked in, baby. It's like, oh my god, all this for Excel spreadsheets. What the hell? I don't know. It's. I'm sure at least some of that is staged, but now when I think of like Sigma grind set, I now think of the locked in guy, and I cannot dissociate these things. Was there a bit of a, yeah, there was some drama with the main guy, I think. Andrew, I think is the guy's name. Yeah, I think there was some drama with him where I don't know if it was anything like super fucked, but I think he was like, I think the term sex pest is what comes to mind. Like I think he was, you know, being like generally a piece of shit. So yeah, I'll confess I haven't really kept up with I'm glad I checked that. With much beyond the surface level for most of the stuff that the project is on. I know that they do have a YouTube channel, but I haven't like had a chance to watch any of the main stuff. So we just came from. Oh, it just keeps going. Well, goddamn. But yeah, that was the main guy I think that had had some drama. Oh my. Oh wow, they fucking deleted walls here, didn't they? Jesus, they fucking pour a bunch of shit out. Well, makes it easier for me to get to my destination, I suppose. I can just rush him. Severe damage. I think the idea, since these are mutants, they're not robots, they're fleshy things, so I think this weapon does like big damage. Big damage. Not small damage, but big. Can I explode him? Because those guys explode and they are not nice. Explosion damage they do. Also, more flickering lights. Don't think I'm a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that. Dead Gore Tiger mutant has no things on him, nor does this fucking guy that has a... I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's like a Sephiroth sword sticking out of his chest. So I flipped that switch. I don't know what it did. Oops. I think I actually might have already seen that elevator, maybe. I hit a button. I don't know what it did. Use grating. I don't know if it turned on a light or off a light or did truly nothing at all. Nothing at all. I guess the implication here... Well, hold on. Yeah, he's got red blood, but also his, like, head is, like, leaking yellow fluid. Maybe he just had a lot of mustard on, like, something he was eating and just spilled it all, and he's very upset about it. The picture was trying to tell us something. Actually, that was a camera. That was a camera screen. And, yeah, maybe whoever left that message on the wall that the camera was pointing at, maybe they were trying to discourage us from going somewhere, but honestly, who knows? Who knows? It's also ambiguous. You know, it's really open to artist interpretation, or viewer interpretation, even. I mean, he says to die, but, you know, we all die, right? Maybe he's just... Whoever wrote that message is just appealing to our common mortality, and is just trying to find common ground that we can all... You know, we can all, kind of connect with. Blood is the fuel, mustard is the coolant. Mustard is the coolant. Yeah, I mean, you need something to counteract the combustion engine that is those super mutant fellas. So that makes sense. We definitely would need some kind of coolant. I believe it. Spilled most of that shit is pricey. You're not wrong, yeah. Especially like the fancy stuff. Especially the fancy stuff. So I hit a button. I don't know what that one button did, but what I do know is that we can keep going for one more layer. We see the grating. Yeah, like I said, like there were parts of the walls that were just wholesale destroyed. So I don't know if that was from explosions and that kind of shit, or if the bad guys, the like tiger fellas, just ripped that shit off. Is this Monk? The Scream? Can't use painting? It's like a, I don't know, power outlet face. But that kind of Scream. No items on human corpse. And I keep seeing these desks, and I guess the implication that these desks are like, they have like built-in monitors and keyboards and other I/O devices. But the idea of sitting at a chair like this, then having to hunch over to see the screen and type on the keyboard, I mean, I can just feel the carpal tunnel setting in as I think about it. Unless they could like raise up and like prop up, if they could be hoisted up somehow. Wine being the blood, yes. Mustard, which is and then mustard is the coolant. Yes. And then when someone asks you, wait, the coolant, wait, there's coolant involved? I'll be like, yes, a coolant, so that the great machine does not overheat. And be like, okay. I'm like, wait, overheating? What the fuck? You could hit him with a mix-up. Major damage, severe damage. That's probably the next destination. I imagine that switch that I hit earlier opened something that I've already benefited from. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that lowers the force field. So now I can impregnate that security camera with a weapon to destroy it. As I was saying earlier, that they had the force field condom on to protect anything from getting to it. Nothing was getting close. No matter how hard I wanted to, no matter how hard I would try. This is where we first came from. That guy, the exec bot. And some healing. Bloop. And now I'm inclined to check behind these things every time I see one. And use painting. Alright, so I can't quite see what's going on as much with this one. I'll just assume that's like a landscape painting. See, a couple doors to try. Oh, this one's got a keypad. Have I seen... Laser override. Let's think about this. Executive maintenance code. 711. Oh, there was the other one. There was 711. Then there was, I think, 043. I think because we have two codes written down that we saw on one of the monitors. The first one is obvious, but the other one is not so clear. So I'll try them both. Yeah, I just double check my notes. I'll try 043. Not that one. All right, 711. So this is executive maintenance, I think. So I'll make a note for that. Exec mate. A cooling mustard on this day. Bathe in its comforting chill. Yeah, I'm down, Arctic. I'm down. I'm sure you've heard of the game Ultra Kill. And I know there's like this mantra that's repeated throughout like the game's advertisements. Blood is fuel, hell is full, mankind is dead, world is a fuck, 12 billion dead Confederate. Okay, they don't say that part, but yeah, it's like, so when I think blood is fuel, hell is full, I think mustard is coolant. I want to put that to the end of that. Of that whole sequence. Alright, let's go ahead and just... Oh, gee. Never mind. I was like, I'm gonna go for those guys. I'm gonna just fucking charge at those guys. And then fucking Explodey Exploderson decided to explode inside my ass. And my ass was never the same. Nor would it be expected to be. Opening scene to the Boondock. Yes, same energy. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, same basic energy. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is you doing here, Mr. Major Damage McGee? Go and grab that as a full top off. So yeah, the jettison switch thing, yes, we don't have that available to us. I think it'll be pretty obvious once we find the master jettison switch. So I think we were going down this way. Actually, this might have been a dead end. No, it was not. Although, actually, I will go ahead and confirm that, yeah, this just connects back to this little area. So this connects these little areas. I'm just kind of connecting them on the map just so I've explored them on the map. And there's no surprises. Also, I'm liking this music a lot more. A little bit more involved. I'm liking this jazzy little bass line they're hitting us with. Feel like I'm exploring and being all sciencey and cool and sneaky boy mode. I was gonna say, I bet that explosion hurts him too, so if I just allow that guy to get exploded, then my wailing health bar is less of an issue for me because, again, I get that free ass respawn. Free ass respawn. So this wraps around. Alright, so this is the full loop then. Yeah. Alright, so that makes me feel better, and kind of knowing how this all wraps up. So, yeah, onto the executive maintenance. I think that was it. That one room we were in earlier. Yeah, free. I knew you'd understand, Arctic. I knew you would understand. No one else understands the importance of these things. Sometimes your ass needs a little bit of a reset. Sometimes your ass needs a bit of rejuvenation. That's what we're all about here, baby. In the modern social climate. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I like the idea of like a modern take. But yeah, that kind of, that lightning in a bottle. I mean, on the one hand, there's always, I think there's always like, there's always material, like very modern and relevant material that a show like the Boondocks would be able to use as commentary. Like there's always something, right? That's part of why the Boondocks I think work so well. Is that yes, a lot of the episodes and a lot of the things that they focused on were a product of its time, but at the same time, I think it's timeless enough where it would still hold up just fine, like on its own. But at the same time, though, yeah, I don't know. Maybe some other show could come around and attempt what that show was able to pull off. But yeah, it's like I'm not sure bringing that show back as we saw it then is the answer. Modern analogs, oh my god, yeah, that's I didn't want to say because like I know it's kind of like a spicy one, but yeah, that is exactly it. Like there are obvious instances of yeah, people that can stand it. And of course the R. Kelly thing is still relevant because it wasn't that long ago he got convicted. Finally, after how many years? Alright, so the number for this one is for floor 6 is the number 6. So code 6. Making a note for that. We have to remember these every time we get to destroy these nodes. We always get a display number on these little consoles. We have to write them down for the respective floor. I don't know why we need to, but I've been informed for new players especially, it's a good idea. I think the idea is that it saves backtracking for later on. I'm gonna go and explode this guy. He's gonna kill me as well, but that's fine. That'll allow me to respawn. Allow me to respawn back at the same respawn point. And actually, while I'm kind of in this neck of the woods, I'm gonna swing by the starting area so I can take out that one camera that was dogging me earlier. Can I say security? There we go. Yeah, it's down that way. Surprised it's not identified by default. Kind of strange. Just Riley as a teenager. Now that would be interesting. I mean, I like them both for I think that's not like a hot take. Like, I think both characters bring something special to the show. But Riley was just such a fucking goof. Just such a goofball. It's hard not to want more of that goofball energy. He did such a good job. His character did such a good job of like being like some like fun relief to what was sometimes some heavy shit. Yeah, the deeper character, but Riley's so fun though, man. Riley's so fun, and it's hard to deny that like, again, there were some episodes where you needed some comic relief, and his character fucking delivered that shit. It's not just him; others did the same, but yeah, Riley especially. deliver the comic relief. Huey was he was all business. There was never anything fun about Huey. But like, that's life, right? Sometimes, you know, especially if you're as socially conscious as he is, there was no fun to be had. There was no time for fun. It was all just sad. Yeah, would Carrie spin? Yeah, exactly. A Huey spinoff would just be more sad. We don't need more of that. There's already plenty of that to go around. It's already, yeah, Huey is kind of, yeah, more or less the main character at this point. I'm inclined to agree. Some might dispute that. Some might say Grandpa's the main character. And he is also good comic relief. But also, he like, it gets real with him too. I mean, very rarely do we have, well, okay, there are some episodes I can think of where like we have some like real moments with Riley too. They are far and few between and more about being silly. Also, I think whenever we see this face, I think it's implied this face is Diego, the face of Diego, the VP fella that might have screwed over the rest of the space station to pursue his own political gain. Ouch. Oh, you're right. I did hear about that. I did hear that, yeah, the voice actor did pass away. Not too long ago. Yeah. I think you're right. I mean, there probably are people out there that can do a passable impression of him, but yeah. All the more reason then for the show to probably, you know, stay in its current state. But like I say, if some other show were to come around and maybe have some of the same writers, you know, try what they wanted to try, you know, who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Yeah, that's a bummer when like, yeah, when there's a talent like that that is so hard to replicate. I mean, I assume that person was probably not very young when they passed. But that is upsetting though. I feel like I should be checking for more fake walls. We already looked around there, obviously. Should be looking for like fake doors. These little maintenance hatches. Clicking randomly. At least it's not like in Doom and Quake when you click on or try to use a door that has no, or a wall that has no use. In Doom he goes, So it's just like humping walls and humping doors constantly. It gets a little bit annoying. At least in this game I can just click and it's quiet and it just tells you can't use the slab, cannot return the slab. Or suffer my curse. By the way, we had... Oh, was that Mr. Goaty and hit us with the rate? What the heck, man? Thank you, dude. Thank you, Goated Quest, my man. We were hanging out with Goated Quest the other day in his stream. He accomplished something, and unfortunately, I missed the great moment when it happened, but I heard about it after the fact. He did manage to knock out... he did manage to knock out Battletoads in a single sitting. Now, it was not his first ever attempt. I think the way it was working is that I think, oh god, I'm getting stuck in everything. I think the way it was working is that he had rolled Battletoads as a game to beat for his Goated Quest, the titular Goated Quest. But he recognized, like, all right, if I just mainline this game constantly, it will drive me up the gosh darn wall. So he would do one attempt per stream and then play other games. Kind of mix it up. And yeah, well, while he has been doing Dark Cloud, he managed to complete Battletoads in a single sitting. We were talking about that, how it's like, he was saying, yo, I feel so powerful. He was like, I could beat it again. He's like, because that's the thing. In order to beat Battletoads in one sitting, no save states, no bullshit, nothing like that. In order to beat Battletoads, you need like such intimate familiarity with the game that it's like a party trick. It's like he could do it again with his, maybe not his eyes closed, but he could do it again with very little, like, with very little sweat in it. And I liken that, it's like, I remember that feeling. I remember having that with like some other older games where it's like, by the time you have the ability to beat certain games, you had, like, it required you to ascend to a certain level of familiarity beyond a mere mortal. beyond mere mortality, mortal ability. And yeah, it's like, but then it's like, what do you do with that power? Because you'll lose it eventually after so much of that atrophies. But yes, Arctic, yeah, that's something that, yeah, we'll never be able to recapture. By the way, thank you again, GoToQuest, for that raid. I see you started up Armored Core 2 tonight, because that's how we got to first meet Mr. Goaty. He popped in when we were doing Armored Core 1, because it was not that long after he played Armored Core 1 all the way through. And Goaty was so encouraging and so positive, and like in very little time, I was like, this man gets it. This man gets playing an older game, sticking to it, not fucking with save states, and like really like savoring the original experience. Little did I know just how hardcore he is about savoring the OG experience, because I then figured out that, oh, he streams as well, and not only does he stream, but he has like such a cool process where the community helps to vote for the games they want to see included. They pick out the games together with marbles on stream, and it's such a cool experience. He does his press kits, which are always just a delight. In fact, he's recently changed up how he does his press kits, his presentations, to like kind of get all the viewers and himself in the mindset for how to experience the game. The GoToQuest experience is always such a cool one. So yeah, if you enjoy the kinds of old school stuff that we're doing tonight, especially, this is a lot of words to basically say, go follow GoToQuest. This man is fantastic. Legitimately one of my favorite streamers on the platform, doing some like really unique and fun things with his stream that are that will inspire you. It's truly inspiring. Yeah, completing Battletoads is like a party. Yeah, that's kind of how I see it. It's like, you know, you're at a house party, hanging out with the homies. You see out of the corner of your eye, you see you see Battletoads, you see a console, you see Battletoads plugged in. You're like, all right, I bet you $20 I can sit down and beat that thing in one sitting. No continues, no save states, no nothing. And someone's gonna call you out on that shit. They're gonna be like, bullshit. It's like, all right, $20, here we come, baby. Oh man, I love it. Super Mario Brothers speedrun. Oh baby. It's sub 5 over a 12-hour challenge. That's right, there were the 12-hour speedrun challenges. Learn a speed game in less than 12 hours. Spending a day learning it. I mean, if you have the, you know, if the idea of that kind of process doesn't send you running for the hills, then you probably have what it takes. Because for me personally, that sounds rough. Like, that sounds rough. I don't know if I have the discipline, if I have what it takes to make it happen. As much as I like to think that I do, that I could, like, I don't know, man. I think my resolve would start to buckle after a while. I think we got everybody in this room. But yeah, it's like, if you're the kind of person that doesn't, that relishes that idea, then you're already some percentage of the way there. Because yeah, I think it's like a personality type thing. I think for me, it'd be too much. The arena. Oh, okay. So maybe this was stream number 2 then. Yeah, maybe this was stream number 2 then for Armored Core 2. The arena's really brutal. Oh man, good to know. Good to know. Because you know, we played through Armored Core not too long ago, and I'd also like to go back for the expansions. I never did play the expansions, the standalone expansions. But 2 is on my radar. Armored Core 2 is on my radar. So it's something I would like to go back for eventually. So I'm taking notes. The arena is going to be a real butt slapper. So I'm preparing my butt accordingly. Get the expansions, yeah, because I think you did the expansions on stream already. Because I think that was part of the Armored Core 1 experience when you did your streams of it. I guess sometime last year.
I know I shouldn't have done it, but I was just taking orders. If those execs wanted to ride Gamma Grove off into the Great Black, well then good riddance to them. With all the mutant killers, I couldn't blame the suits for trying to escape. I hit the enable button in the Grove, hustled over to the exec level to hit the master enable switch, and then back to flip the lever outside the Grove. Of course, Shodan had disabled the life support systems in the Grove. I'm sure they're all dead by now.
Good to know. Okay. This is probably the master jettison switch, right? And in fact, I should save. By the way, we're playing System Shock. I know we were talking about this the other night. System Shock, of course, is a slightly older game. Oh, never mind. This is... Oh! That's a big guy, big fella. Big fella. I've never seen him before, but I think I've heard about those. He is like some kind of like badass Shodan bodyguard thing. He's got two of the swords that I've got. This is System Shock 1. This is the enhanced edition. So, you know, the purists might kind of be like, not the original Alex. What is this widescreen 16:9 garbage I'm seeing on my screen right now? And to that I say, listen, it was a compromise between not playing the remake, which actually, in all fairness, I do want to play. The whole reason I'm playing this is because I've always wanted to play this. It's been on my gamer bucket list for as many years as I can remember. However, it was never like a huge priority, just because there's always been other games to play. However, I did manage to snag, excuse me, a review key for the System Shock remake. And there's a bit of a, like, you know how for those of us who stream and maybe you get review keys for things, sometimes there's like a time, maybe not a time limit, but like a window in which you're expected to, you know, do a stream of the game. And I was like, all right, I've got so much time to do a stream of the remake. I think I can beat the original before then. So I'm not rushing. Like, I'm in no hurry. This is not a speed run. This is session number 5, I think, of playing this game. We're decently into it. You know, we're not like, we're not dragging our heels, but we're also not rushing ourselves. Only downside with this little space down here is how long it takes to sprint across this little hallway here, this little maintenance area. But yeah, no, I'm savoring the game. I'm making sure to really appreciate it, and there is a lot to appreciate about this game. It's also crusty as hell and weird and archaic, and sometimes the conveyance makes it kind of hard to know where to go next, how to do, you know, blah blah blah. But I'm having a good time with it, and I'm really amazed by how the game plays and all that the game does and is able to do, despite the fact that it came out in 1994. Like, that continues to blow my mind. This game is so damn old. And yet, here we are. It's pretty sweet. Mental tenacity, which is awesome, yeah. Far more into far worse game, which is fair, yeah. This is if I can just melee rush this guy. I think I might try to just blast him from a distance, but first... Oh, never mind. I can just melee him and he just gets fucking deleted. Unless he's not gone. What if he, like, teleported behind me? A la Nothing Personnel, kid. There was that, you know, that like weird percussion music that we're hearing right now. Makes me think that he's like somewhere else. I don't see a corpse. I don't know if he's gone, man. I'm nervous. So this is the Master Jettison.
Safety interlocks still engaged.
So I need to remove the interlocks then. Okay, good to know.
Elevator disabled. Biohazard emergency. Elevator
Well,
disabled.
that's a bummer.
Biohazard emergency.
I'll go ahead and note that on the map. Like something like from StarCraft, Protoss. And you're yeah, for squatting, we were going pretty darn fast. We'll just say this is, I think, no, what kind of elevator is this? I don't know what kind of elevator this is, but I'll just say bio-contamination. All right, I'll say bio elevator disabled. There's an elevator there that we might be able to enable later, but for now it's disabled, and I'm very sad about it. Executive door. Okay. Yes, we killed a big fella. So I don't know what those things are called, but I think we heard notes or like read notes about them at one point. Personal, like, super soldiers. Like, not even like bodyguards. Not even super soldiers, but bodyguards to Shodan. If you see one of those things, it means they're guarding something very important.
Shodan, I have seen the wisdom and beneficence in your actions. You do not mean to cause us harm, no, but rather to bring us to greater glory by serving a being as perfect as yourself. Please allow me to demonstrate my loyalty by giving you the human scum who undermine your reign. They are hiding in the Northeast Banquet Hall. All I ask in return is a measure of protection and the privilege of spreading your message further.
Sounded like he was kind of reading from. I mean, well, of course he's a voice actor. Of course he was reading from a prompt. But it's like he was. It's like the voice actor was told to sound like you're reading from a prompt. Like he's being held at gunpoint or something. Think it was a setup, maybe? Do we get a response from Shodan? Nope, just another Diego note.
A Triop security team just tried to land in Base 6. They were real impressive until I blew out their attitude jets. Hey Shodan, take a letter. Dear Triop, please send some more people to investigate me. I run security, I run the robots, I'm jamming communications. That's right, Rebecca, investigate me. Investigate my butt. Note to myself, keep that hacker on ice for a while in case I need him. Otherwise, just take him out.
Investigate my butt. What's up, Moonspine? I mean, usually I go to a proctologist for that, but alright, fine. I mean, if you insist. Yeah, so this is Diego. That's the guy. We've seen his face plastered all over the walls in, like, the executive level suites, that kind of thing. He's the person that, like, individually tapped the protagonist, us, to have the cyberware implant given and had us disable Shodan's, what they call it, the ethics inhibitors, basically the morality inhibitors. So, like, I think his whole idea was he was being investigated for some kind of corruption, and he was like, what if I just sent Shodan loose, and like this will cause a debacle that will allow me to, like, get away from this whole madness. But I think he underestimated how much he had bitten off. I'm assuming by this point he's dead. Everybody on this place is dead except us. Completed installation of experimental teleportation unit in your new quarters. Oh, maybe he is alive then if he was able to teleport around. Elevator to the maintenance level, which I think was the elevator we just saw, actually. Any object of sufficient weight, 50 kilograms. Still in its testing stages. Shodan's authorization was not back from... Extreme caution when using this device. It's not like he got teleported somewhere and has, like, his skin inside out or anything, does it? I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure everything's fine. Let's do a quick save. Giving an offering to a god. Yeah, he sounded uncharacteristically nervous. He sounded like he was nervous, whereas he's so, like, confrontational and like cocksure in all the other voice logs. But I guess something about an omniscient AI that can kill everybody instantly might make a guy a little bit nervous. Who can blame him? So that's the elevator, and then here's the little supply closet. I will gleefully loot my own selfish gain. So they said the security locks are still enabled. Does this mean it's off? Oh, there's a force field. Alright, and now... Oh. Well. This is awkward. Can I go back? Oh, so... Oh. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, no. Good thing I saved then, right? Oh, Jesus. Oh, geez Louise. So, for future reference, we're... Yeah, there was a secret door we couldn't open. Yeah, there's a secret door here. Whoops. Okay, yeah. So unless there's a way to re-engage, step into the region. I want to. I want to step in the region. Yeah, jump disc, yes. Am I not in the region? Use? E? Right click? Anything? Please? I can't reach through and hit the switch. So, if you didn't have an autosave... Now, of course, what you could is you could just throw a grenade to the ground and you respawn, obviously. But yeah, if you didn't if you didn't manually save, you'd have a hard time here. Alright, well, what I will still do is continue with gleefully looting, as I first indicated. So that tells me there's probably another switch. Oh! Oh! You're fucking kidding me. Am I the world's biggest dumbass? I didn't notice that? Hold on. Ah! I am indeed the world's biggest dumbass. Okay. All right. What do you guys think? Is that on me? Oh fuck! Right. I noticed. Is that on me? Like, was that like Alex? You should have seen that. Or does that go to show exactly what I was saying? Where sometimes the game's conveyance could use. I mean, I shouldn't say it could use more work because, again, this came out in 1994, I think. So there just weren't rules. It's not that it didn't follow the rules. There were no established rules. Doom 1 had come out 1 year prior. Like, you know, there were some first-person shooters too. Yeah, true. Although you could make the argument that this is I mean, it's a first-person game, but it's a shooter, maybe second or third to being like an adventure game. So I don't know. I don't know if I can really hold much against this game for maybe not having the most that it you know conveys super well all the time. I think it can be forgiven. All right, so I removed that note. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to remove, note-wise. So let's see. Executive area, yeah. The maintenance tunnel, all that jazz. So we can teleport back to that if we want to. I say let's go back to the beta elevator room because we might be able to activate the jettison now. Though again, I don't know if I really would. If it would benefit me to do so, because I think we need to find the virus incubator first. It's a dungeon crawler. Yeah, it's not a... I mean, it's a first-person game where shooting takes place, sometimes. Although with the way I've been playing, with the melee weapon being as OP as it is, not a lot of shooting here happening anyway. Ultima Space Station. It makes me wonder if I should play Ultima. I've never played an Ultima game in my life. And it makes me wonder if I should change that at some point. Yeah, I think I am going to try that beta elevator thing, just to see what it does when I try to use it. Because there might be something really cool, or there might be something... or it might just say, oh, you have to find more stuff first. Gotta go down this the other way, then. Haven't played them, yeah. I had some friends from back in the day that played a hell of a lot of Ultima Online together. In fact, this is always like a fun, extra nerdy thing. I think we all know somebody in our gaming lives that met their spouse playing a video game. Some of us might know people that, you know, maybe met their spouse through World of Warcraft, EverQuest, what have you. I have a couple friends that married each other. I'm friends with them both, but met each other through Ultima Online. Which is, I don't know. I think that might take the cake for the nerdiest way to meet somebody. I think that's pretty up there, and I say that very positively, mind you. It's a very good thing, I think.
Master jettison enabled, not activated.
Okay, so because I thought that was a switch that I had hit earlier, but it said the safety controls were still in place. Yeah, let me see if I can actually go back to that secret cool guy elevator then. Secret cool guy elevator for secret cool guys. This one's broke. Broke as a joke. Beyond repair, it says. I find myself relying heavily on consulting the map. There's that one right there. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, this way. And there was one robot fella patrolling around being a menace to mankind. And they go through teleports? Probably not. Yeah, master control.
Safety interlocks still engaged.
Still engaged.
Safety interlocks still engaged.
Okay. So
Elevator disabled. Biohazard emergency.
I take that to mean there's still more stuff I need to do then. Apologies for the effect, by the way, of the like the teleports. I know it's kind of like pixely and weird, so I try to give like a content warning whenever we're about to have the teleports. I know it's a little bit painful in the eyes. But there we go. We're done. We're done. We got there. We got where we needed to be. The synthetic 90s bongos. Yes, that we're hearing part of the soundtrack right now. Elder Scrolls was an Ultima clone. I guess it was. I guess I never really thought about it that way. And I've never played Elder Scrolls 1 or 2. I've only done 3. I've only done Morrowind. Yeah, we got Variax in the house. What's up, bud? Yeah. I was gonna say, it must be really early where you are. I know you've been sick lately, man. I'm sorry to hear you've been fighting something, man. I hope you feel better soon. If I had to guess, that's probably why you're up right now, if you're having a hard time sleeping. It's good to see you, though, bud. Variax, good to see you, bud. Oh, I should write that code down. 692. I don't know if I'd written that one down before. 2. I don't think we've seen any codes, any terminals that we were unable to solve yet. At least not yet. Yeah, is this the OG? So, in a way, it is the OG. This is the enhanced version of the OG. The enhanced edition. So, the enhanced edition came out on Steam in like 2015, I think. And that's what I'm playing right now. So, if you're wondering why we're able to play in glorious widescreen mode, that is absolutely the answer. Also, I haven't actually tried going up any of these elevators. Let's see what G4 entails. Also, I should probably save before I get too silly. Unless it's C4. Oh. It's like nature area. Are you holding a... What did I just see? Are you like holding a small baby or something? It's like flinging something around. First time seeing these guys. They're like holding little flesh fellas. They're just flinging little spiky boys at me. So so this is System Shock 1. This is not the remake. And it is, you know, a good approximation of the original experience. But, again, we got that sweet, glorious widescreen. We got improved mouse controls. It's still scrungy. It's still a little, it's got some crust. It's got some jank. So it's not without being an old game for sure. But it runs really well, I think, at least, on modern operating systems. Relatively, at least. I'm trying to see if there's anything cool down here. Shrub. Can't use shrub. There's like a... It's just a... Oh, it's a stereo. Okay. You know, I didn't have to install any, like, third-party tools to get it to run or get it to play nice in Windows 10, so... it just runs a little bit smoother and makes for a, you know, less chaotic experience just to get it to run, I think. It still maintains, I think, at least I hopefully think, that, like, the general look and feel of this game's experience. I mean, I never did play much of the original System Shock. I did kind of mess around with it for like an hour or two, years and years ago. But I did have to install like a third-party mod to make the mouse look controls work a little bit nicer. Yeah, I got like enough, like far enough to basically to explore like part of the first floor and kind of got my feel for it. Whereas this is, you know, very much a full playthrough. A full playthrough, doing the whole rigmarole. Taking Shodan down for surezies. I could probably appreciate that. I think you're right too. And of course there is the what do they call it? The Unity remake, or Unity port, I guess, source port, whatever you want to call it, that I've heard is very, very good and very much worth it. And also apparently fixes some bugs that I don't know if you guys know this about Bethesda games, but sometimes there's the rare instance where something goes wrong. So apparently the Unity version is like for newbies, generally recommended. We had some bongos for a bit. Yeah, I was gonna say the bongos lasted for a minute, but then they got scared. They got performance anxiety. I know how that goes. Good to see. Yeah, like I said, it's good to see the Variax. For those who don't know, Variax he's actually one of the first people from way back in the day. I'm not trying to say that we're old, Variax. I would never do such a thing. I'm just implying it very heavily by saying that many years ago, many moons ago, Variax was one of the first people to ever raid me. In fact, he might have been the first. Let me think about this. He might have been the very first one. It's between him and Dylan. Dylan KG. I can't remember who was first, but yeah, he was one of the first folks to raid me. So when I was doing it, my just a casual Morrowind playthrough, I think I did have some mods on for good measure. But he rated us. It was super cool, and I later found like, yo, this guy's on YouTube. He runs a great channel over there as well, and of course he does stream on a pretty regular basis. And he's been a mainstay of like the Elder Scrolls, immersive sim kinds of games, like streaming and YouTube community for quite a while. So he's a very intrepid content creator, and yeah, always a pleasure getting to pop into his streams. Oh gosh. I'm trying to think what he was playing more recently. I know he was doing some Morrowind for a bit there. Oh, I respawned, even though... Oh, so good to know. I wasn't really paying attention to my health. I probably should have been. I didn't realize that counts as part of the same floor. I thought that would be its own floor. So in that case, yeah, I have to remember, was it Delta? Is that the one? Was I, no, it wasn't Delta. In fact, I think this elevator doesn't work. I think that's the dealio. Oh, it does work. Oh, no, this is it. I was right the first time. Let's get it close. There we go. Yeah. Yep. At least some kind of broken quest. I mean, I love me some Morrowind, but yes, it is just as guilty of having some quests that, yeah, have some kind of very, very unfortunate and unpleasant bug that, like, requires you to take matters into your own hands. And, like the teeth mouth thing on the walls there, on the teeth mouth vines. Yeah, take matters into your own hands and go into the command prompt, and, like, readjust something to play nicer for you. Or, of course, there's the classic NPCs falling through, like, not loading correctly and falling through the floor, having to respawn them, that kind of thing. Like, there's the classics, of course. When I think of course, for those who know Morrowind, specifically is it Tribunal? I think it was the Tribunal expansion. Gedna Relville, I think was her name. A fight that you're told is going to be a tough one, but then, yeah, you get into it and you see how little her health bar goes when you hit her with, like, top tier weapons, and you go, like, oh no, what is this? Why is this as horrible as it is? And turns out that, yeah, they goofed the math on how they calculate her hit points, and, like, it's like several orders of magnitude higher than it should be. Like, there was an exponent where there should have been a multiplication sign. Like, her health is just impossibly high, to the point where it would take you, like, in-game hours to kill her. So, that's one where it's like, alright, I can calculate the health out myself. Oh, blocked by Shodan. I'm gonna make a note for that. I can calculate the health out myself what it should be, because it's based on your level, obviously. It's, like, dynamically calculated. And set it to what it should be. So it's still a fair fight. Of course, you can set it to 1 if you wanted to, but it's like, no, I still want it to be legit. But be legit of what was intended, not from how the reality looks. Shodan security door. Although this is a fairly small area, I'm thinking we should have, hopefully, not too much trouble getting all the cameras knocked out. We're already down to 25%. It's pretty good. Oh. You touch my tra-la-la? My ding-ding-dong? I'm married, I'll have you know. 12%. This is probably the big one. So we have to enable all the Jettisons. The Jettisons, I loved that TV show as a kid. Although I was more of a Flintstones guy when push comes to shove.
Safety interlocks disabled.
Alright, so that's 1. We need to do all 3 of them. We need to do all 3 as that one note told us. Gotta go to the other 3 stations then. So we can check the security door. It's weird how there's like I guess they have these little stations set up where you can walk up and sit in a chair and experience nature and listen to a 90s AF boombox next to your very real pine trees and listen to the frogs and just have a little nature experience. Although, you know, we're all fans of environmental storytelling here. I'm a little bit concerned about the naked dead guy and 2 clips of ammo and a pistol by his corpse. in this little nature area, and his corpse is otherwise devoid of like beheadings or mutilations, because usually when you see dead bodies in this game, yeah, they're missing a bunch of things. So a strangely intact corpse in this like otherwise seemingly tranquil area, it's like, oh boy, that's an uncomfy implication. Let's go to the Shodan security door, see what she's hiding from us. Is that where she hides the good snacks? Is that the pantry that has the good snacks? What are you doing out here? What are you doing? You dead plant mutants that never appear to have anything cool on your person. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's a helpful display right there. These guys are respawning. Just gotta get up there, man. What are you cooking over there, Shodan? Oh, energy. Okay. Oh, and an old shield that we have no need for. Old shield that means nothing to us. But if I hadn't already gotten it, then I would have been really happy about it. That's okay. So let's close the door. He's not. I physically. It's such a stupid gamer moment, isn't it? Physically ducking. The immersion was so real, man. I couldn't help it. The immersion was so real. These realistic graphics. System Shock 1 is capable of producing mind-boggling effects. Mind-boggling effects. And then you see two pictures of, like, scrungy-ass skeletons. Right, so Delta is set, and in fact, it's so set, I'm gonna remove it from the lineup. So, I marked the other ones, but the other one, one of these just doesn't work. So I guess we'll try Alpha, but Alpha might be the one that's busted. Busted, and much unlike Ghost Bustin', it's the kind of busted that does not make me feel good. Is this going the right way? Nope. It's not. Gotta go south. Whoop. Oh, I'm getting exhausted. My guy's getting sleepy. Yeah, there's Diego. Get out of here, you freaking meanie. Wait, hold on. Did that have something new on it? 692. I already got that one written down. I think this is the other one that had something on it. I wrote it down. And now it's not animating though, so it's probably fine. Stay away. Actually, no, I think this one does work. Like this switch is busted. Okay, that will save. I'm guessing we'll have the same kinds of enemies to fight. G1. That's me. I'm the G1. I'm the original. The original gamer, that's me. Ain't no way it's a single room. I was gonna say no way it's a single room. Ain't no way. Control pedestal. Can't use it. Nope. I just have to look at it and admire it and think it looks really cool. What sound effect was that? What legally distinct sound effect did I just hear? Was that for... Hold on, let me think about that. What sound effect is that from? It's not from Doom, is it? That, like, monster roar noise we heard when these... Not the plant mutant, the virus mutant. That's a sneaky place to hide something. Target identifier is legitimately useful. The target's detected right now. That is actually useful. No, I heard like a legally distinct monster roar sound. I feel like it is that thing we hear in Doom. Guess it's probably not a copyright. It's probably like a generic enough copyright unprotected thing. Got some servo bots out here. Grab that. Body down there, nothing crazy. I'm more concerned about the range fellas like that guy, because my health is fairly low, but I'm seeing how much damage I can do here before I get got. Saw you through the wall. Well, he shot me through the wall. That's a good point too, yeah. So it's like what I might recognize as being from one game very much was likely not developed in-house. Yeah, stock sound effects, yeah. So that's probably exactly what I heard then. It was probably exactly a stock sound. It's still Doom to me, damn it. I mean, Doom did, you know, did come first. It beat it by a year, approximately. I think this is alpha. We don't have to get all the stuff, you know? We don't have to get all the security doors. We don't have to go super crazy. We can just go medium crazy. But it's the principle that matter, you know? I want to do it right. I want to make sure I really rub Shodan's nose in this. Make her really understand that she trying to murdercate the entirety of humanity is very much not cool. It's very much not cash money. So not cash money.
Safety interlocks disabled.
I'm trying to find all the opportunities to really piss in her cornflakes, you know? You feel me? So alpha is set. Fucking blast his ass. The cameras too, and your little dog too. Gotta loot this guy for his worth. I did. Plundered him. Sometimes it's interesting. Sometimes we're able to kill those guys, the big mutant fellas. We're able to kill them in one hit sometimes. So that tells me there's like either there's some variation to the damage that I do, or there's some that are just healthier than others, or maybe there's the implication that like they were already wounded from a previous fight, which would probably. Oh, they got winged fellas, winged boys. Wanna come and nope. Oh, maybe. What's up? The nice thing about this sword, it is really good at making them not alive anymore. This is probably the security door, if I had to guess. Severe damage. It's something. High voltage. Ah! Voltage! Rock and roll! Will I die if I touch it? Can't use conduits. Can I break it? Disappointingly, no. For some reason, there's ammo down here. I was thinking maybe it would shock my ass if I tried to climb down here to grab it. But my ass remains disappointingly unshocked. No shocker for me, I guess. Fire hydrant. Patches. And, oh! An ion rifle. Alright, well, I was saying earlier how when push comes to shove, something's gotta go. Mag pulse is dope. Laser rapier is indispensable. Flechette, we have so much ammo for it. Yeah, oh god, yeah, Flechette we have an impossible amount of ammo for. Yeah, if something's gotta go, it's gonna be the riot gun. I guess, I mean, in all fairness, I haven't tried the railgun yet, but it sounds so dope. So I will grab this. This ion beam sound. Oh, and it's an energy weapon. How about that? Yo, what's up, Dudson? Ion rifle's a good one. Yeah, Dudson has played this. Mans has experienced this game firsthand. In fact, you played it when it first came out, which means you experienced the true original. I'm doing like the fake gamer original. The fake gamer original for fake gamers. With the enhanced edition. But you play the 1994 as the devs intended experience. I'm just a lowly scrub. Yes, come to butthead. Ouch. So yeah, there we go. There was another bit of damage variation there. We didn't kill like I was hoping to. I don't really need that dart gun ammo because we have so much everything else ammo. I don't need it. I just wanted it though. 30-year-old half memory. I mean, it's better than a 0 memory, so we'll take it. It's still worthwhile. It's good to see you, by the way, Dutson. Were you streaming tonight, by the way, bud? Because I know, oh, geez. I read stuff from there. Cause yeah, I know you were playing. What was it last time? I know you were doing a lot of Thief 3, I think. And you know, we were talking about other immersive simulator games, and how, like, you know, this game on the surface and Thief might seem to have nothing in common, but I think you'd probably agree that, yeah, like Thief, at least the original trilogy and the System Shock games, you know, there's a similar cloth upon which they are cut, or from which they are cut. Just their general immersive simulatorness. Severed head, you don't say. These guys never have anything. Yeah, the mutants don't have... Well, sometimes the mutants have, like... The human mutants have things. There's gotta be one last camera somewhere. Ah, there's the security door. She's got something cool in here. Oh, Next Fest! That's right, there's a buttload of demos coming. That is exciting. Say Shodan door. Actually, I'm not gonna say Shodan door, I'm gonna say Show door. Although it looks like I just said sure. Sure, like with 3 O's, because O's and D's look very similar. Now the good news... Yeah, oh, I can see it on the map on the top left. I was gonna say, I have a little nifty thing that tells me where the security fellers are. The feller is... a... what rhymes? We'll just say feller is a gun. That works. Yeah, demos for Next Fest. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, there was a bunch that I'm, like, acutely keeping an eye out for. But I'll confess, there's none that, like, immediately jump to mind as being like, oh man, this game's gonna be a banger as far as, like, demos coming up. There was a few things. I haven't actually watched the entirety of the Summer Games Fest, but there were a couple games that were, like, briefly showcased that looked really cool. There was a space combat roguelike game that caught my eye that looked really cool. It was shown, like, very briefly, but it looked pretty dope. This is another Magpulse. You know what? That's nice, because they might just give me Magpulse ammo. We already have the Magpulse, but if it's got the juice... It has no juice. Never mind, I hate it forever. Get it out of my sight. So yeah, I feel like I need to go back and read, like, a summary of Summer Games Fest. I know Civ 7 being announced is pretty big. That's pretty big. Like, there were some big ones for sure, but some little fellas too. Space combat roguelike. I think it was more like, this might sound silly to anybody who's seen it, who saw the game that I saw, but it looked more like Star Fox. It looked more arcadey. The Altars, that I have heard about that one. Yes, that one I've heard about. Narrative driven, very nice. Kind of like Inscription, interesting. Okay. There's Everspace. There is Everspace. Yeah, I think Everspace is, like, kind of arcadey, kind of sort of. I think this other game though was, like, extremely arcadey. Very, very arcadey. For better or for worse. I like that kind of thing personally. I like the, like, a rail. I mean, well, some of it, I think it's kind of like a Star Fox game experience insofar as it's rail shooter sometimes, and then it's free-form space combat sometimes. All range mode, that kind of thing. I think that's, like, kind of the vibe they're going for. It's like you get a little bit of both. You get a little bit of that rail shooty pooty, and then the zoomy shooty pooty. But then just go play Everspace. Now, part of that is true. I actually have not played Everspace, and I think I would like it a lot. What little I've seen of Everspace, I think I would like a bunch. So I probably do owe it to myself to play that video game, because I think it's on my... I think it would be one of many that I would enjoy. I am lightsabering. You probably know this thing is amazing, and also because I'm waiting, because I have a feeling that there are going to be some real rainy days ahead. Some real rainy days. So I'm trying to preserve as many resources as I possibly can, because there will eventually come a point where we won't be able to rely on respawns anymore. Because I've really been relying on the respawners. Like, whenever we unlock one, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's like, okay, I can relax. I don't have to play super, super smart. I can be a little risky. I can be a little brash. We just gotta, like, you know, we just gotta get to our objectives. Even if it means throwing a bunch of my own dead bodies along the way, we'll get respawned, it's fine. I think this is the one that's broken. Yeah, I even mentioned not available. Unless it's different now. Maybe it's fixed now that I'm doing other things.
Gamma Grove
already jettisoned. Can't do it. So I'm gonna just delete that note so I don't get confused about that in the future. I even said not available. So the last one's gonna be all the way further south. But anyway, yeah. So I'm bracing myself for what I'm assuming will be. I think I heard, or I think I read in a previous note thing. This respawner right here. This respawner right here. We won't get some of these, or we won't get one of these for like the last couple floors or something. I think we had heard a blurb that said they're only available in like the first. Actually, it might even be in the first 6 floors. So this might be the last time we get to like, you know, lean on that. So it's something I'm bracing myself for. We gotta go back to the admin areas. So enjoy while I can. Smoke them if you got them, because yeah, pretty soon we're gonna have to be relying more on guns and healing items and being smart. And being smart is for nerds. And I ain't no nerd. I'm too cool for that. I can't say that with a straight face. Have a good night, though, Dudson. Appreciate you popping in, buddy. Yeah, I know it is late. It's a late one. Jettison switch active is what I said for this one.
Master Jettison.
Right, but it's not activated yet. The Master Jettison.
Activated. Warning. Dangerous biocontaminant detected.
EVE Online? Yo, what's up, Shock Value? 21 year. Damn, son. Now, it's not the first time they've done an expansion, right? I'm sure it's not their first ever expansion. But the fact that they're continuing to add more stuff and up the ante is impressive. Oh my sweet merciful Batman. What the hell is going on over here? I wonder how these guys are getting mutated, I say, while stomping into all the biocontamination in the whole fucking world. The good news is I already have a contamination suit. So I do resist a lot of it, but not all of it. You know, it hurts a little bit. Hurts a little. Just a little bit. That's okay. But we got the respawner, like I was just saying. Got that respawner, and I am not afraid to lean heavily on it and make it my whole ass personality. Check behind the bushes, because sometimes the bushes do have the goods. All right. Oh! Good to know. Good to know. The respawner does not reach here. Ooh, this is going to be a weird one. It's going to be a real weird one. We're going to have to be really smart about this one. It's more arcadey. 2 is more RPG-y. Good to know.
Warning. Dangerous biocontaminant detected. Do not enter without protective suit.
Without protective suit. Because that's the thing, I have a suit, but I don't know if it's like the suit. What I could do is like pop in and just see really quickly what kind of damage I can do. Or I could take this as an opportunity to explore some of the earlier floors now that we've got more rooms open. For instance, so that one's disabled. This elevator, yeah, the one that's just straight north. I think that one might bring us to some new areas. So I'll poke around there and see what kind of damage, what kind of trouble I can get myself into. So it's not their first expansion necessarily, but it is an impressive example of the fact that the game is still thriving. Do you play the game yourself, Shock Value? Because I've never touched Eve. Michael and Moonspine and I, we have a couple of mutual friends who used to play the game back in the day. And I've only heard tales of the wild shit that went down in like the OG, maybe not even the OG necessarily, but like in the just some of the wilder antics that went down in that game. The more noteworthy moments, for sure. What's that say? Elevator. Oh, elevator. So the executive elevator, which we just came out of. I wrote that as Energy Showdown. I don't know why I wrote that. Some of these are unexplored. Whoa! Check who might be doing us the honor of rating. Is that Liz? Is that Liz? Is that Lizzie No Pro or No Po? She is quite pro. Listen to me calling her not a professional. Lizzie, thank you for that raid. Shiver me timbers. Whoa, thank you so much, Liz. That's so kind of you, my friend. We're playing a weird old ass game. You know, I sometimes play some weird shit. This is some weird shit. It's good shit. I'm enjoying it. But it is weird. Let's call it what it is. It's a weird game, but I'm really enjoying it. And I hope you're having an enjoyable evening. Thank you. Thank you for that raid. That's very nice of you, my friend. So yeah, you played it back in the day, though. Yeah. Logged in about a year ago, played for 10 minutes. Yeah, I have a couple friends that, again, Moonspine and I, we have a couple mutual friends who used to play that game quite a bit and talk about doing something out of desperation. Yeah, they don't play that game anymore. Partly out of self-preservation and also because like they said like they don't really get as much enjoyment out of it nowadays. But yes, I think the general consensus is that yeah, like it took many hours of their life. So they were like, all right, I'm gonna do something else with that time instead. Thank you, Ogalster. Shout out Lizzie. Thank you, Lizzie, for that raid. I see you were doing some Mortal Kombat. Interesting you were playing Mortal Kombat. I think that's what you were playing last time you raided us, because I remember you showed us the clip of getting jump scared by the monsters in the unlock stuff zone, the little unlock areas. Lizzie, of course, is a friend of the stream. She's done lots of cool variety stuff on her channel. And Lizzie, if there was any clips you wanted to share, because you know, whenever someone raids, I always like to ask for clips. So if there was anything you wanted to share, we're more than happy to see what you got. Yeah, we're playing some weird old games. This is a in all fairness, this particular version came out in 2015. So the actual thing I'm playing right now isn't that old, but it is the enhanced edition, basically a modernized a easier to run on modern hardware version of a game that came out in 1994. So it is old at heart, but it's classic. It's a classic game. It's called System Shock, and it's very good. And I'm pondering what I want to try here. We have some new, like, unlock things, codes to try, so I want to get back to that old elevator. And I think it's this one in the middle here, so I think if let's go up this way. Can I take a left here? Oh, yes, I can. There we go. I saw the little gray spot on the map. I think what I need to do... this way? So I think this elevator might be what I need. Go pillar. Here we go. So what I suspect then... we're on floor 5 right now. Let's go to floor 4. There's the bulkhead door. Boop. Is this it, Chief? Is this it, Chief? No, this is not it, Chief. It was floor 3. Floor 3 has one thing I couldn't use earlier. I couldn't unlock earlier, but I might have what is necessary. Right, the relay. Yes, the relay anal. The relay anal key code. It's analysis. It's the analysis. It's the analyzer. But it was more fun to write anal because I'm a 12-year-old child. Mortal Kombat and Brain Rot hell, but hopefully it's enjoyable Brain Rot. That's all I ask. If you have any clips you want to share, by the way, the offer remains open to you. If there's any clips or any fun moments that you want to share, any fun moments, any cringe moments, anything in between, I'm down for all of it.
Relay functioning correctly.
That's not it.
Relay functioning
that one
correctly.
Either. I got one more to try.
Relay functioning correctly.
I was thinking maybe that was it. I thought I was cooking. I was cooking. What about the maintenance stuff? Since we... oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Ouch. Invisible fellas are very horrible. Yeah, there were the maintenance hatches. Are they open now? Can I do things? Wait. No maintenance required. Man, that's bizarre. This is the security door. Oh wait, no, this one's open. Never mind. I guess I could try all the maintenance hatches, but I think they're all gonna have the same fate. They're all gonna say no maintenance required. There's none too helpful. Here's this one again. We haven't double checked this one. I guess I might as well check all of them. I think they're all gonna say the same thing. I mean, so we have that was number 3. So there's one more to try. I could go back to floor 2. There's also the reactor floor, but the only thing we couldn't do in the reactor was the stuff that requires some kind of suit to resist gamma radiation, or just radiation rather. No dice, everything's locked. Yeah, so the reactor, I don't think it's the reactor floor. I think we did that one pretty good. God, these guys are so hard to see. So I'll try floor 2. I think there was maybe one other thing in this floor. I think there was maybe... Hold on, what's the blue thing? I'll poke around there for a little bit. Oh, here we go. To be horrified by milk? I mean, I'm mostly lactose... I'm becoming more and more lactose intolerant as I get older. So, I don't know if I have a fear... I don't know if I have a fear of milk. But I definitely am not a fan. So let's see what Lizzie's got for us.
That'll get ratings.
There we go. Oh God! Ah! No!
Now,
Ah!
now I'll confess I've never actually seen The Boys. So if there's a moment where
That was the fucking worst.
Homelander like tongues a bottle of milk unnecessarily sensually, then I've yet to experience it. I'm sorry, Lizzie.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. She doesn't look like she feels fine.
No. Enough.
We get to see it one more time. One more time.
There we go.
And I'm assuming you are the person playing as Homelander, so you knew what you were getting yourself into by playing this character, knowing that he has this animation.
Oh God.
Yeah, he like, does he have to do like the tongue thing? Does he have to do the like Frenching the bottle?
Ah!
And then it spills down the, like, is that necessary? It's the Lord of the Rings tomato thing all over again. It's like it's just upsetting. Finish a round as a certain character. Oh, gotcha. So you did not know what was coming. So to be clear, so this is Lizzie. This is the character, and then this was the look probably on the mod that tricked her into going in on this experience. For those who knew what she was about to get herself into, that's how they were feeling. Or Lizzie being subjected to this milking experience. It's even worse than the thing on the show. Yeah, I've not seen the show. I know a couple blurbs about the show. I know enough to be not even dangerous, enough to be like, I don't know, mildly aware of just a couple things. But yeah, I think there's plenty I don't know. And maybe it's for the best. Although I don't know, I think it's a show I would like. But the tongue aspect is traumatizing. Yeah, I've heard there's some pretty fucked shit that goes on in that show. I've heard there's some pretty wild shit of people getting small, going into things, and then being not small anymore. I've heard things get fucked. But I mean, when you consider the source material, kind of makes sense. Honestly, not for the faint of heart. Lizzie, thank you for that raid. I do appreciate you, my friend. We're playing some System Shock, and it is it's old but gold. If you're, this is one of those games where if you're willing to get past the kind of weird controls and the old ass graphics, it actually is a very unique and rewarding game to play. But it's out there though. It's a weird one for sure. The reason I'm kind of poking around is because I suspect there's areas I've yet to fully explore in some of the earlier floors. So I'm kind of sniffing around to see if there's anything else I can find. We could go back to floor 1 if we wanted to. I don't think we're actually. No, we already determined it only can reach the first 2 floors. So, and I think floor 1 is done. So I don't think there's anything for us in floor 1. So, okay, this wasn't on. Yeah, we didn't have it marked on the map, but I have explored this room for sure. I don't think floor 2 has anything for us, man. Maybe. I'm trying to think where else we could explore. Part of the problem is we heard some voice notes earlier, in earlier parts of the game that said like, oh yeah, there probably is a contamination suit thing somewhere on floor XYZ, and we've looked in all these floors and like pretty thoroughly explored them. I mean, I suppose if I were forced to check something, actually I shouldn't be going in here. There's nothing for us there. If I was checking anything, I would go back to probably the storage floor. Storage. Which is just, well, hold on. Is there anything in the reactor floor that I haven't considered? Oh. Big guy. Really big guy. That was a, Security 2 robot. We've only seen like one of those before. So reactor doors are locked. Light radiation area, laser safety override is good. Cyberspace thing. There's no way the reactor door is gonna be open now. Like, there's just no way. I'll poke. I'll poke around a little bit. Now, I do have engineering access now. Radiation suits. So I'll delete these notes that these doors are locked. We can get in if we want to. There's some kind of radiation suit. We have this medical access thing. And I get into here. This door is locked, and we still don't know how to unlock it. There's definitely more to this floor for sure. Unaware of what was going on. Yeah, for that one. I haven't heard about that one, but I'm not surprised by any of it. For us 90s kids, we appreciate the old but gold graphics. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It brings me great joy seeing these kinds of old presentation experiences. But yeah, I was thinking back to when I played Morrowind on stream. Take a drink. I mentioned Morrowind. Take a drink. Take a shot every time I mention Morrowind. That's the rule for the channel. I was thinking about when the first couple times I streamed Morrowind, I had a couple friends pop in, like people who, like IRL friends. They were like, Alex, I think it's great you're playing this game, and I respect it, but these graphics, man, like, it hurts my eyes. I can't fucking do it. They were able to watch it, but they were like, I can't play this game. Like, they were like, I'm glad you're playing it so I can watch, and I don't have to suffer it. And I'm like, and over here, it's like, it's not that bad. Come on, it's not that bad. But I mean, I get it though. It's hard. It's hard to go back in time sometimes. It's hard to. Once you've experienced a certain threshold, there is a certain point that makes it a little bit tough to go back on. Oh, right, that place is Radiation City. Population me. Huh. Well, yeah, laser override is. We've already got that one set. Yeah, the radiation area is the only thing. I don't see anything here. Actually, we're about to die, but that's fine. We'll just respawn. Yeah, I really don't see anything in the reactor floor. Maybe we just gotta fucking just power through it, man. Maybe we just gotta power through that radiation zone and hope for the best. What I will do, now that we've determined that the reactor zones are open to us because of our engineering access, I'm gonna save the game. And I'm gonna like poke around up here for a second to see if there's anything that's gonna make awful noises. I apologize for that. I'm gonna see if there was anything that I just hadn't noticed when we were here earlier. Because we did explore this area pretty thoroughly earlier. We hit this area pretty good. We did all this. And yeah, I can pop down here. There's these flying friends. Flashes. And dashes. It's weird too, because there's like a central area that we can't reach. There's obviously more to this place. But it's unclear. It's unclear what, like, where else we need to go for it. Yeah. Yeah, it makes me wonder if there's like another area will like pop in elsewhere, and then there'll be like a door that, like, I don't know, leads up here that allows us to re-enter, like from this top zone or something like that. Because I could see there being more elevators that lead to this same floor, since it's the reactor. It's kind of a big one. It's good for its time. Oh, but then there's the character models. Yeah. I mean, I think the Morrowind presentation is fine, and I think given 2001, I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you start with Skyrim or even Oblivion, it's hard to go back in time. Hard to take multiple steps backwards. Now that being said, we were talking about Daggerfall earlier, and I've never played Daggerfall, but I think it's a game I think I would enjoy. I really do think that. But of course, I play a lot of old, jank, weird-ass games, and including this one, obviously. Go back to floor 3. And yeah, I was hoping there'd be something that would catch my eye. We could try the storage areas again in floor 4. Yeah, there's a couple things, I suppose. It's gotta be this one over here. I'll also say this much. If there's anybody that's listening in, that's watching or listening in, that knows this game somewhat well, and knows where you can get some kind of radiation or biohazard protection suit, other than the one that I have. Because if you note that my guy looks purple up here, that means I already have, I think I have the standard biocontamination protection suit, which helps. But I think there's a radiation protection thing that I don't have yet. And yeah, I think the implication is that there's something else that that could give me even more protection. Man, this floor, I mean, I think we hit this floor as good as we could. I think this one is done. I guess I could poke around a little bit, but I think we've done this floor legit. Legit to quit. Think of Headlander? Headlander, I've never heard of that. Is that another old school video game? This was the, yeah, we've seen this before. That was the node destruction zone. It would make a lot of sense for this guy, or these kinds of storage areas, to have like some kind of radiation suit thing. And I think it was actually on this floor where we got the first one, the first kind of suit protection thing. I think it was on this floor we got the current suit. It's just respawning. That's what they do. 2016. Oh, wow. Taking over robot. I've never heard of that one. It sounds weird. But it sounds like enjoyable weird. You know, I'm curious. We'll have to look it up. Maybe I'll recognize it if I see it. What is this for? We got the suit then. Yeah, the life pods wouldn't have anything new for us. Yeah, I just don't see anything that I would have marked. I think I would have had the wherewithal to mark things. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we just gotta suffer through it. It's the problem though is that we don't have a respawn spot where we're going. Is there anything on floor 1 that was unexplored? I don't know. I feel like we saw everything that there was to see. There was like any mention of floor 1. I guess what I could do is I could like really quickly poke around the data reader.
All flight bay maintenance personnel. We have a serious emergency.
The problem is like
the defense system fired without executive
there's
control.
no. I mean, sometimes you might get a
I want a complete diagnostic on the computer node in the South Repair Center.
subject for emails at least.
Take it offline. Al, we need to
First aid
replace
kits,
the first
yeah.
aid kits in the life pods for flight bays 2 and 3.
It's kind of a
All flight bay
I keep double
maintenance
clicking.
personnel. We have a serious
It's kind of a brute force kind of like we're just it's like I'd have to listen to every
We're
single
all still
one.
reeling from the disaster 2 days ago. I checked out the
No,
defense
it's
system,
not
but
worth
there's
it. What time is it right now?
nothing
12:17.
wrong with it.
So I need to
Well,
wrap up here in
unless
about
we count
45
that it fired on our own
minutes.
shuttle. I'm taking it.
Okay, I'm just gonna pause. We don't have to listen to that. I guess I could look it up, which would be kind of lame, or I could just try to suffer through that radiation area and just hope for the best. I need to get back to that elevator, or actually the executive elevator would save me some trouble. I think. Let's go that way. I was hoping the executive elevator would like grant me some new access, but nothing. Nothing jumps out, unfortunately. I already looked around kind of these areas. Yeah, there was nothing. There used to be stuff that we couldn't access earlier, but yeah, we've since gained all that access. Let's see what that is. I think what I wrote Energy Shodan, I think the reason I wrote that was because there's an energy restoration zone, but but it's locked behind like the highest security level that we can't reach. I think that's the implication. Is there anything in the main elevator, I wonder? Whoops. Is there anything I hadn't considered in the main... Oh, this is not the main elevator. It's through this wall. I can no-clip through the wall, so we'll just go around. It was not this one. This one. Right, so yeah, we can't actually reach 7 and 8 because of damage to the shaft. You never want your shaft to get damaged. Do not let your shaft get damaged. It's not a good time. Well, darn. I thought I was a genius. I got nothing. Did I even get anything? I don't think did I like pick up anything. I know I died a couple times. But I also know I made a save right before I tried that elevator, so I think I could just reload the save, not lose anything, not lose anything to show for it. Because yeah, all 3 of these are explored already. I can remove the admin access node because we definitely have that already set there. Yeah, I'm gonna just reload the save then. Oh, well, it looks like I saved right before I went in here then. Oh, shit, okay. Well, that's okay. Why did I say? I guess because I was concerned about, yeah, about how much time I was gonna waste. And instead I ended up wasting even more time then. So I can delete that. We definitely don't need that anymore. So let's go back to the elevator then. Darn it, I thought I was saving myself time. Thought I was gonna save myself a couple minutes trying to navigate to that faraway elevator, but I just made things more complicated for myself. Having a damaged... Yeah, would not recommend having a damaged shaft. 0 out of 10 doctors would recommend that. Oh, jeez. Right, so... it's the executive elevators. Okay. So the ones we need to get to are all the way down there. Yeah, I thought I was being slick by saving myself some trouble. And this, actually, for one thing... right, that's one of the groves. Right, we already checked that grove. Already set there. I apologize. You're about to get accosted with your via your eyeballs with some like a really obnoxious visual thing. Into the teleport, I know, is kind of painful. Yeah, the teleport thing, right? We know about that. There's nothing else here. It would make a lot of sense for something really nifty and really sneaky.
Interlock still engaged. Elevator disabled.
Yeah, it would make a lot of sense for something sneaky to be hidden around here. It's because this area is was so well guarded. This makes me think there's more bad guys somewhere. It's weird battle music that overlays on top of the existing music. Yeah, nothing. I was thinking if there was ever a place to hide, like a super secret containment suit, this would be it. No dice. Alright, so I'll go back to the teleporter. So once again, here comes the weird, annoying eyeball thing. Especially if you're like watching in a dark room. I see that being particularly unpleasant. I mean, the good is we have healing items. We have things to counteract radiation temporarily, obviously. None of these paths lead anywhere, unfortunately. And all the other, literally all the other doors are broken. I was really hoping the maintenance stuff would be available after all this, but... boy, howdy, I could not have been more wrong. This is the one that's,
warning.
Not good.
Dangerous
Very much not good.
biocontaminant detected.
So I'll use
Not enter without
one heal kit.
protective suit.
Get myself up to full, then I'll save. And, yeah, well, maybe the trick is just to, like, skip past all the bad guys and just try to, like, go fast. Just try to go fast, try to eat ass, and try to, flip the switch. Because we just need to find the one area and flip the one switch. They were like, don't come here unless you have protection. And it's like, yo, home slice, I would wear 12... oh, shit. I would wear 12 condoms if I could. So much for going super fast. Although, if nothing else, this is reconnaissance. You know, this doesn't have to be like the full proper attempt 100% of the time. It could be the reconnaissance. This could be me doing recon, trying to confirm what's the correct way. And this looks to be an end that is dead. It's got cameras, which is cool. Cameras are neat. I like cameras as much as the next guy. As being able to just behead them effortlessly, it's probably up there if I had to guess. So,
Warning.
let's see if we can get-
Biocontamination.
if we can stay on the second floor then. I think I dropped down. Actually, maybe I went that way. What's this way? Oh, here we go.
Safety interlocks disabled.
So that was the last one then. And just low-grade radiation in here at least, which is not, not great obviously, but not quite as murderous as the other stuff. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and save. Because we got the big one. We got the main thing. Anything else we grab here is just extra credit. Lord knows I have plenty of resources. It's not like I need more stuff, but I want some. I'll grab what I can take, but beggars can't be choosers. I think I heard, yeah, that one fellow whipping around down there. Being a general menace to society. I think, yeah, these areas I think were like the big contamination comes into play. Yeah, that's of course a Shodan door, obviously. Because obviously. Just gonna jump through here and hope for the best. Hurts, hurts. We got what we needed.
Warning. Dangerous
We're fine. We're fine. We lived. We got beat up a little bit, but we got there.
Protective suit.
So now if I try to use this now,
Master jettison
right, so we need to go back to the teleport
not
area.
Activated.
Which is where the master switch was. Over this way, I believe. So I could take the teleport, or I could go all the way through the little crawl space. I'd rather take the teleport if given the choice. We have to go back to this way. No. My dumbass, when I can't remember how to get back to the main elevator, it is... Okay, I'm going the right way. Yeah. Actually, no, I had gone right past it. So this way. I got scared when I saw the deltas and I thought I was going backwards. One shot, that guy. Usually those guys take a couple hits. Alright, so that is... Let's see, it'd be back this way? I can't remember. It's back, okay. Gotta be this way then. It is not this way. Crap. I do find myself getting lost in this game more often than I want to admit. I think you have to... Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I see. Go around. Here we go. So that means this is the teleport. I'm always facing the wrong way when I get in that thing. Let's fight the switch.
Jettison. Enable failure. Possible cause. Damage to power relay. Consult diagnostic report and repair bay. Level 3 for detailed analysis.
So we know about the power relay, but we don't know what codes to use. Let's see, data reader. Yeah, that's old news. Yeah, so we know laser override, executive maintenance. In fact, yeah, that's one we had to use earlier. I'm gonna go back to that starting area. Unless this is one of those things where we do have the right code, and what we tried earlier was going to work. But we, like, tried it too early. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if we tried it too early. and it wasn't going to work until, you know, until now, basically. I thought it was these monitors. The reason I'm just staring is because I thought these monitors would sometimes show the goods, but it's not showing this one. So let's see. I think I wrote it down. It was 692, I think. Yeah. So let's go back to level 3 then. Unless we got any other notes. Any emails about this? No unread emails. No unread logs. No unread data blobs there. Or data objects. Let's go to 3 then. Of course, we're immediately greeted by more of these little stingray fellas. They kill me and I respawn, of course. We get that toe-tapping respawn theme. Such a jaunty tune. So the relay anal. Who could forget the relay anal? So if it's one of those where I had the right code, but I had to wait until the game to assure me that I'm a cool enough gamer to be able to use it now. I got you. So many of you. Let's see if that's what it needs. Just to be clear, make sure I got the right stuff here.
Relay functioning correctly.
So does that mean it's, so that's the wrong code then, right?
Relay functioning correctly.
That means that's not right. The other codes I have are 04.
Relay functioning correctly.
711 we already tried. That was
relay functioning
the other
correctly.
one. So some other code I do not have right now. Darn it. It's a question of there was something I missed somewhere along the way. When I say that, hold on. Let me check my notes. Are there any other things that I've not written down myself? I'm sorry, that I've written down. Here we go. There was something else. Code on... Oh, I think the code on paper was for an earlier floor. I think that was something we already used.
Relay functioning
that was
correctly.
For floor 2, I think. Yeah, so that's old news. It's a shame. Yes, there's something we missed somewhere. Could it have been mentioned in one of the logs, maybe?
I'm the only one left from our original group. Shodan holds the bridge now. I have to get there somehow.
Something was cleared. Okay.
Just back from the security level. It's been remade. If anyone gets there, take repulsor lifts to the ledges and move counterclockwise around the level.
Security level? I don't think we've been in the security level before.
Elevator inside a shaft in the center of the level.
I think that's floor 7, maybe?
Leading to it, but I couldn't find it. Good luck. I made another attempt on the bridge, but I got hit on the security level.
See if there's any mention about this relay analyzer.
Security shaft. It'll be over soon.
Nah, that one was just... I mean, it was morbid and interesting, but it was just flavor text.
And guess who gets first dibs?
Viewing room, that's what we saw earlier, I think.
Maintenance crews will be getting in about 6 months
just
or so.
people grumbling.
I got together that inventory you asked for. It's
The
all
storage,
in the storage
yeah.
department near the beta
Which is
maintenance
nice.
pod. There's one navigation and mapping unit. One
But yeah, it doesn't really help us.
6 interface demodulators. 4 holotip 2100s.
I guess if nothing else, see if there's anything else in the level 6 logs. I feel like I would have written it down if there was something interesting.
printing our security codes on different screens.
You saw
Today was
this.
the Triop logo screen near the elevator. Thing had full code for the exec maintenance conduit. I say pull that damn A offline and fix it before we're in a fix.
Yeah, so we saw that when we first entered the floor 6. Security codes on screens. The exec maintenance conduit, which was what we had to use to get to that teleporter. You know about that one already.
Shodan has proven itself a brilliant biochemist. The camera
Medicine enable, right, I know about that one.
Gamma Quad's blocked off. But Laura found us a maintenance crawlway.
Nothing new there.
Listen, I know I shouldn't have done it, but I was just taking orders. If those execs wanted to write Gamma Grove off into the great
Tri-Op security team just tried to land at base
Yeah,
6.
that's when he was
They were real impressive until I blew up
bragging
their
about
other
his
two jets.
ability to ward off the security team.
Diego just
Exits
left.
are blocked off.
Sold us out.
Shodan.
I was appealing to Shodan for mercy.
In your
Cyborg 82
Changed how the jettisons
in
work, right?
response to recent regrettable incidents, I have altered the sequence necessary to jettison Groves. One must now enable the jettisoning of all 3 of the...
Yesterday, Shodan shut down Beta Grove. No reason. At
Look
first,
in his
the
old
thing resisted all
quarters.
of
Could
our
be open in
usual overrides.
cyberspace, he
The
says.
circuits revealed a security
Open in
switch.
cyberspace.
It's
Maybe
Diego's
that's the
overroom
key.
on Beta Quad.
Well, no, we didn't. Opening the door to the quarters was easy. That wasn't the issue. How's about this? I'm not just gonna look up the code because there's a very good chance that the code is not a thing that you can look up anyway. Sometimes it's like unique per playthrough. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna mute the game so we don't have this weird noise going in the backdrop, and we do have a few guides that came with the game. I'm gonna see if there's like something that we can read that has like here's where you find the code for the relay analysis. If it's something, I mean, it's possible it could be in cyberspace. There was that one. It was that I think we saw it was a pulsar upgrade. There was that one pulsar upgrade I couldn't get in cyberspace because it was blocked by a high-level ice defense nodule. But that's it. We got everything else we saw in the cyberspace areas. But I'm not gonna ignore the possibility, that like we could have missed something. So either I just keep looking around aimlessly, or we keep the show on the road and I look up a nudge, like not like the solution, but just a nudge of here's where you go to find this thing, or if there's something else I should be doing instead of chasing down this relay analysis thing. Maybe there's something else I should be going for first. So and I'll show you the guy that I'm looking at as well. There we go. This is nice and old school. So here it is. This is the Icebreaker. This came with the Enhanced Edition. Can I full screen it? There we go. This came with the Enhanced Edition. And of course is it searchable? So if I say relay, virus mission, right? True, yeah, repair some kind of relay thing on the maintenance level, right? So the Enviro suit from McLeod's office. I'm pretty sure that's we got that in level 4. That makes sense. So safety interlocks. Beta Grove elevator. Cyberspace toggle. Let's see. Yeah, let's zoom in a little bit. It's kind of hard to see. Kind of hard to read this. A modulator on the relay. How's about this? It's getting kind of late. Maybe I should go and wrap it up here. And I just kind of I looked through this off stream. This is probably kind of boring, honestly. It's getting kind of late anyway, and I'm trying to make sure to wrap up before 1 in general anyway. I'll kind of read through some of this and see what's the next expected step, because there's mention of relay 428. I don't know if that's the code, and I'm not gonna try it, but because we're on the virus mission for sure, so we're near the end of this at least. But yeah, this is a weird one. How's about this? Let me go back to the game and save where I'm at right now. Doesn't make too much of a difference, but we'll be able to. I think what I'll do is we'll pick up with this next time. I'll get the weird space noise stopped. as Shodan continues to stare at us through the static. Yeah, I'll kind of poke around with this and see if I can find like just a nudge in what the next, like the correct direction is, and just go from there. Because, yeah, I'm thinking either it might be like the maintenance areas. Maybe there's some kind of way to open those maintenance areas. I guess it's also possible that the relay analyzer isn't something you need to mess with right now. I mean, I thought the message said you have to, that like we were unable to disable the security settings, and that the power relay had to be reset. Like, I'm pretty sure it's what it said, but I guess I didn't try those other jettisons yet. So, but I mean, I'm pretty sure though. I'm pretty sure that's what it meant. So anyway, so yeah, I'll kind of try to my brain wrapped around what the expected next step is, and kind of go from there. Oh, by the way, the game was muted this whole time, but you were missing very little, just staticky noises like that. So nothing amazing. So we're gonna go and, like I said, we're going to wrap up here a little bit earlier than I've previously been streaming. But like I said, I'm trying to get into better habits with not going quite as late if I can help it. Let's go and wrap it up here. Find a raid target. And I'm gonna leave this open so I can look this up later. I'm gonna close the game. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. Yeah, what I'd like to do if possible is start the streams earlier so I can end earlier. But it's obviously it's tricky sometimes trying to juggle social responsibilities and whatnot, and other other obligations and whatnot. Sometimes it's hard to juggle everything, but I'm hoping to like kind of start to shift things so they start a little bit earlier and can end a little bit earlier as well. As far as the raid targets go, actually that's the one nice thing about ending a little bit sooner is that there's quite a bit more people live right now. Usually, I mean, it's the opposite kind of situation. Usually, as I'm wrapping up, there's a bunch, or there's not a bunch. Usually, there's not a bunch of folks. We have a nice number of folks live right now. Yeah, I kind of want to raid somebody I haven't raided in a while. Let's go for, Koala Baritone's live. He's always great. We got to play games with him, and Mallory and Unstable and Jet. Actually, we got to play with games with a whole bunch of folks on Sunday, which was a lot. Well, no, was it Saturday? Yeah, it was Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday. Yeah, so let's go and raid Koala Baritone. He's always great. He'll probably be going for a little bit longer. He tends to go somewhat late just because they know he works, since he works like second shift basically, he's able to go a little bit later and go more into the late night weirdo hours. He's doing Mass Effect, by the way. Mass Effect 1, I think he's playing Mass Effect 1. It's the trilogy, so it doesn't say specifically, but yeah, I think it's the first one. And I think it's his first ever playthrough, which is exciting. So if you like first playthroughs and you like Mass Effect, and you like charismatic lads, Koala Baritone is always an awesome dude. He's super fun. So I think you'll like him. We've played games with him a whole bunch. We've done a bunch of collabs with him. Always a great dude. And yeah, Mass Effect. Everyone loves that game. I've never, or that series rather. I've not played it myself. But yeah, it's one of many on my list. Anyway, everyone have a great night. Thank you for popping in. And thank you again to Goated Quest and Lizzie for the raids. That was super, super nice. And I would say we'll probably be back tomorrow. I do have to get up extra early on Thursday morning, as always. But we'll see if we can squeeze in some kind of stream tomorrow anyway, just for good measure. If at all possible. We'll see, though. We'll see. It'd be nice to do a stream. I know Wednesday streams are kind of all over the place just because, again, the Thursday early wake up makes it tricky. If nothing else, we'll for sure stream Thursday and probably Friday. And at least once over the weekend, too. So we got some stuff ahead of us, friends. The socials page is in the chat, by the way. It has all of my links. It has my social media, of course. It has the YouTube channels that I maintain. It has TikTok. It has the Instagram and I don't know, fucking Mastodon and Twitter and Blue Sky, all that jazz. We got all of that out there. Also, the Discord server, we are going to be doing some giveaways this Friday. We're going to have 4 Steam keys for Void Crew to give away, as well as 1 Steam key for Questmaster, which is the Zelda Maker game we played a couple days ago on Saturday. So yeah, so we'll be doing some giveaways. We handle all the giveaways through the Discord server. So make sure you join the Discord server and post a message into the giveaway channels that we have set up. You can be entered into those raffles. We'll be doing the raffles on Friday evening after the stream ends, or as the stream is ending. It'll be the last thing we do Friday night. So that's the plan, my friends. It's free to join the Discord server. No subscription required, nothing like that. And like I said, all you have to do to enter is to just post a message into the giveaway channel of your choosing. So anyway, we're rating Mr. Koala Baritone. Awesome dude. We've played, like I said, lots of cool games with him. The one thing about him streaming this late is that Mallory, his wonderful wife, is most assuredly already in bed. So he will be communicative with chat, but he might be like talking at a lower register so he doesn't, wake her up. It's very considerate and nice of him. So let's all go cheer him on as he is being a kind of a quieter ASMR streamer, trying to make sure he doesn't wake up his sleeping wife because she has to get up extra early for work. And like I said, we'll plan on probably being back tomorrow. If not, I'll definitely be back on Thursday night. Everyone have a great night. Oh, one more hydrate. I saw that hydrate sneak in real quick. One more hydrate from Kalani. There we go. Thank you for the hydrate. Stream is ending now, my friends. I'll see you guys around. Have a great night. We'll hang out with Koala Baritone. I'll see you guys there. Good night.
Have you ever tried pine cone jam?
Have you ever tried barbecue hammers?
Have you ever tried baked bean Furby?
Citadel defense turret, huh? Excuse me?